And so if you go back to the menu, as we did, and start this off... Oop, there's no music at all. Oh, fine. I'm pretty sure the music could have started a lot earlier than that. But yes, so once you've actually watched this game played through in the credits, it becomes unlockable on the screen, on the menu, and you can play through it yourself. The main reason I'm just showing this off is because then you can see how the controls for it work, really. I still like the idea that perhaps people are playing this along at home, hint hint. But yes, so whenever you see two dots close to one another, and little fireworks pop up near the ground, I'm missing like mad here. Oop. Need to get my head in the game. There we go. Then you need to press and hold B at the same time, then release them again very quickly. It's actually pretty good instructions at the bottom there. It has like no sort of room for error in terms of what you're meant to be doing. In any case, yeah, the controls are pretty simple, but there is a reason that I'm showing off how to play the game. But that will come towards the end of the main bit of the project, so actually right at the end of the main bit of the project, so you may be able to guess what it is already, but in any case, I believe the last time we heard the song it was in Japanese as well. I'm not quite sure, so pretty sure it was actually. Where was I at that point? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was all in Japanese. So this time we're listening to it through in English, which I think they did a pretty good job with it. If I recall correctly. I mean, you know, you kind of gotta like the music that is playing in the first place, because you might not be quite a fan of this sort of pop music sort of thing that the kids are all liking these days, I don't know. But yeah, I think it's like no more irritating or less irritating than the Japanese version, so kudos in that respect. I don't remember what these guys were called. I know that the girl was Miss Ribbon. Can't remember what the other two were called. I want to say one of them was Maxwell, maybe? I'm not sure at all. And again, I might be thinking Maxwell as that one hamster from Hamtaro, actually. I think that sort of is my default name for sort of tall, lanky, nerdy people in cartoons and things. Evidently Hamtaro has had more of an effect on me than I thought. I just realised those are the flockbirds. Is that what they were called? No, they were called like colorbirds, I think, weren't they? Or something. Huebirds, that's the one. It's kind of like colour, because colour is hue. Come on. Or, you know, I say colour is hue, there's probably some bizarre specific thing, specific definition for hue, which means that anyone who reads far too much of the dictionary will be like, oh no, hue and colour are actually very different things, but you see, the hue is actually... I'm just gonna choke myself here, if you don't mind. It seems my throat forgot how to work. So yeah, you don't have to sit through the credits again, but yes, there is actually no medal for getting superb on this version. You just get the satisfaction of having got these guys over the rainbow. You guys are in a kind of perilous position there. In any case, yes, so let's get started on the 8th column proper with Samurai Slice 2. Now, as you can see, the games don't go through in the normal order again, so we're not starting off with, say, Monkey Golf 2. It's just... he gets a nice costume upgrade, which is also very stylish. But yes, so in case you couldn't guess, I'm actually not hearing the music at all. This is a bit of a problem. Okay, here we go. I think I've got my head into it a bit more. In case you couldn't guess, the controls are the exact same. The only thing is that the rhythms are a bit quicker, I think, and later on they will be more complex, there'll be more distractions on screen. That's basically all there is to the repeat minigames, is same as their first version, only I don't think there are any which add controls, but I may be wrong, it's been a long time since I played this. But yes, I'm pretty sure it's mostly just like more distractions, faster rhythms, things like that, less time to react to stuff. And yeah, this one is very screen covery. Hope you're paying attention, because I most definitely can't. So the story this time is that a father is wanting to take a present to his young daughter, but on the way he is attacked by foul demons! And the samurai comes to his rescue, but... oh yeah, he wants to bring Bunny back to his daughter. it's hard to kind of see because I was trying to read the story to you guys there, but I can't hear the music very well, nor the cues. So, in terms of like stopping the bad guys, I kind of did need to rely on the visuals for that, which is not what you want to be doing with this game if you can avoid it. In any case, we got the bunny back, so that little girl will be happy. I think we might have just scraped a superb there. Yeah, that looks superb to me. Yes! So, that was good. I was actually quite worried we were going to have failed at the time. Thanks, mister! You're so cool! You're welcome, sir. I like to think that was his voice, not the little girl's. The little girl sounded like a normal little girl. But yes, if we get a perfect in tambourine right now. Tambourine music, so let's go give that a go. Well, never mind then. So yes, that was me, having failed to do the tambourine. I let the poor monkey down. Many a frog landed on his... Actually, no frogs landed on his head, he just looked disgusted at me. So yes, if my voice sounds any different in terms of volume or things like that, I've tried rearranging my headphones so I can hear the television a bit better. So hopefully, it'll all go well. And Working Dough gets a lovely new scenery to work with. One which I think is a bit more suited to the dough sort of layout. You don't generally see dough hanging around in factories as far as I'm aware. I mean, I don't hang around in factories too often either, so I can tell you for sure, but it's certainly not a stereotype, I'll say that much. Oops. Quite amazed. I have like absolutely no memory of this game. I mean, this minigame, Working Dough 2, and I'm good at it, so it's all good. I'll presume again that the Mr. Game & Watch guy is from a specific Game & Watch game. Although, no, because they wouldn't have had that colour scheme. I don't know, the design might have been in a Game & Watch game. How should I know? I'm not familiar with Game & Watch. What do I look like, some kind of old guy? Oh man, that went so well. Hang on, this bit seems kind of familiar somehow. Oh, yep, no, this is definitely familiar. These rabbit things here... sorry, these rabbit things here have been throughout the Rhythm Paradise games. I believe originally they were little rabbits on the moon, whom you made march as part of a remix for a game in which you would normally sort of... Oops, I'm so good at that. This is the main bit I remember, when there's no real music to help you along. But yes, those guys were sort of moon rabbits dedicated to training for something. And the hair again to screw up the rhythm. Yes, I somehow think I did absolutely abysmally with that. Actually, I'd say if anything, the quiet section is the only bit I managed to vaguely do. Then again, maybe the quiet section was longer than I thought. But yes, that was a little bit of a terrible, so let's try that again. If I'm not mistaken, that was a perfect. It's just a shame it wasn't asking me to do a perfect. Oh well, we got the superb, that's what I wanted. So, with all of that in mind, nothing beats a hot moon tea. I'll take your word for it, terrifying giant princess, because I have no idea how hot moon tea tastes. Then again, tea is a bit for me, really. I mean, it's nice, but I don't drink it as much as many other people do. I just don't really see the hype. I'd much rather have a nice, cold, refreshing drink than a warm, deadly one. Maybe that's where I've been going wrong. I've been making deadly tea. Now, if I recall correctly, this is pretty much the same sort of affair as the first one in that it's a rhythm repeating and just changing speed. Only you have more things to hit each time. You have, I believe, yeah, I think each time it's 3 widgets. Whereas before it was 2, I think? Maybe only 2. Possibly even only 1. No, it can't have been 1, I think it was just 2. So yeah, this is where it's going to get nice and difficult in the fast bits. But as far as I'm aware, it doesn't, like, change at all. Oh, that's what it does. It sort of changes the speed mid-round. That's where it's nice and tricky. Did you see, going towards the end there, it was a lot slower than it was at the start of that section. But then after this it will probably speed up again, I should imagine. No, even slower. There we go. Oops. That just went fantastically. Oh, goodness gracious. Ah. Well, that was fairly fast towards the end. I'm imagining that was an okay. If I'm lucky. Well, you completed the order quickly and the offbeat rhythm didn't deter you, but you still lost 1 or 2 dudes. Oh well. Is it hot moon tea break? Also, aren't you that reporter that interviews the wrestling guy? Also, bossa nova. Well then, if I do it, perfect bossa nova. If I don't, superb, built to scale 2. I really thought I was going to lose it when it said you have the hands of a volleyball pro. But I did it. And that's the important thing. But now, Superb built to scale too. Back in a sec. That ought to do it. I learned in the process of that you are not allowed to make a single mistake in that if you want to get superb. Like, you might be able to do it when you're bouncing the thing and it goes a bit wonky. That might be allowed. But if you drop a single... it's not widget, because that's like the complete thing, but a single bar. If you drop one of those, just start again. There's no point. In any case, Double Date 2! And it's on a farm! The most romantic place of all. To be fair, I can think of less romantic places. A lake of poison. And of course, because they're on the farm, they've got their sort of country attire on. Because everyone knows you need to dress up for farms in the particular way. Sorry, I'm just listening to the music. It's pretty cool. I appreciate this change in instrumentalism. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Anytime you get the American football whizzing past, just look in the background. You might have noticed it in the last one. But definitely look this time. Oop. I'm doing surprisingly badly at getting the rhythm right for these balls. I'm not quite sure why. There we go. It goes just a little bit off, but still. Is that a blue one? How often do you see blue sheep? Speaking of blue sheep, actually, I'm not sure how common a thing this is in America. I presume about as common as it is in England, but farmers mark their sheep with colours so that they can easily identify which ones are theirs. So if it has one blue spot, that's one of mine, that is. And if it's a red and blue spot, it's someone else's. But when I was a lot younger, like, I think up to the age of about 5 or 6, I thought whenever there was a red spot, it meant that the sheep was feeling hot. And whenever there was a blue spot, it meant the sheep was feeling cold. And whenever there was a red and a blue spot, then it was feeling kind of warm. Yeah. It's interesting what the child mind defaults to when it's encountering something new. At least what my child mind defaults to. Something wildly incorrect, really. Oh, it's still so cute! Die! Die! Arnold Schwarzenegger getting his impressions in. Sweet! I didn't think that was going to be superb, but I'm alright with that. Oh, and that's when they started up a farm. And they became famous for having multicolored sheep which could play American football. And could catch a field pass of up to 800 feet. In any case, perfect in exhibition match. Let's give it a go, shall we? This is another one I think was meant to be used with motion controls, but then couldn't be. Just saying. I just realized what well-defined butt cheeks the baseball player has here. It's kind of worrying. Huh? Don't you go grunting at me, mister. So yes, we unlocked the music from Exhibition Match. And did I ever say how much I like that song? I don't think I did, but it's a pretty cool one. It's simple, but it's got style. It has grace. This Kong has a funny face. What? I don't know. As I recall, this song is rather cool. It's another one which was written and has all lyrics and everything. And it's got a quite distinctive art style this time round. Because quite a lot of things are actually at an angle in it. However, in terms of oop. I'm doing so well, aren't I? Oh boy. Now, yes, I was going to say this about the remixes in the... Oops. Just did this one, I should know it so well. About the remixes in the section where things start being repeated. It's not just the songs that were in the line that will appear in the... I just need to pay attention to this a bit more. As I was saying, it's not just the games that appear in the column that will appear in the remix. It's any song that you've ever done can pop up. Or any control scheme that you've ever done can show up, I should say. That one's a sort of less complex rhythm than I thought. Man, I forgot how much I like this song. It's actually a really good one, I think. I kinda just want to listen to it, but that's not the point of my Let's Plays, is it? I've got to try and talk at the same time, and I probably shouldn't actually, all things considered, because it just elongates everything. But it also kind of makes it more fun for me. I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed the whole, I hope you guys enjoyed the whole, I hope you guys enjoyed the whole, me trying to talk while I do the rhythm thing as well, because I quite like it, even though it is a lot more troublesome. And does make me look like I'm worse at this game than I am, because I just can't do anything. However, I think, to be fair, mostly in the sort of earlier areas, well, that was phenomenal. But no, I think overall I'm not too bad at it, except for today. Somehow I'm just exceptionally bad at all of the rhythm. I'm as good as a broken string. And that's not good at all. Let's see if we can upgrade that, shall we? think that one went a bit better. I had something to say, but I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, it was that games which appear in the remixes that didn't appear in the column, because as you can see, it's sort of most of the games that were in there were also in this column. However, the ones that appeared which weren't, you can generally get an idea that they aren't actually going to appear as Remix 2 or version 2 of it. So there's no Exhibition Match 2 or I just did it. What was the other one that was in there? Oh yeah, Launch Party 2. I believe there aren't second versions of those, because there aren't second versions of every song. However, in the next part, guys, we are going to start with Love Rap 2, and that is probably going to go abysmally badly. I can't remember, did I just skip trying to speak last time I did it? I think I did, and I may well do it this next time. We'll see. In any case, guys, thank you for joining me for this. I shall see you next Friday for the next one. Goodbye.